Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do this Venus in Leo transit reading because I've been feeling the energy really strongly ever since I yesterday did the June energy reading. This Venus in Leo is going to be a really important transit for many, many reasons, but the energy is a little bit crazy, a little bit topsy-turvy, so I am going to say trigger warning for this video. Please take what resonates. Please remember one size does not fit all. And so let's get started. Venus is going to be moving into Leo on June 5th. What does that look like? You've got Venus, which is the Empress in the tarot, and we've got the Sun. So this brings in a ton of abundance in love, fertility, joy, happiness, and it's happening during this Gemini season, which is the season of the lovers. So there is this huge, huge portal during this time for union. All right, union with your divine counterpart, union with a soulmate, union with the partner who is destined to be with you at this time. And the reason why I say that is because Jupiter on June 1st is going to be conjunct the North Node in Taurus, which is that Venus energy again. And so this is going to bring in divine partnerships. Take that as it resonates, but it's going to bring in the divine partner that everybody is meant to be with. If you were already in a partnership, it's just going to solidify the direction that the relationship is going to move in. Like the both of you are coming into your higher destiny, your higher calling, and that's what's going to sort of bring in more abundance, more joy, more happiness for the relationship. And so I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently because I am going to read for the people who are currently in separation or single, but also those who are already in relationships. Just kind of give you guys the overview of the energy that we're moving into. So that sounds great, right? Yes. An overflow of love, an overflow of passion, a lot of desire, sexual energy is going to be heightened during this time. So definitely physical union is something that is going to take place. Here's the thing though. The beautiful part of this energy is passion, desire, playfulness, being very flirty, a lot of sexy time. It's a very sensual energy. Leo is very passionate. It's a fire sign, and Venus is the goddess of love and sex and romance and beauty. So that is going to be heightened during this period. One of my favorite quotes from Rumi that really applies to this energy is, "When I am with you, we stay up all night. And when you're not here, I can't sleep. Praise God for those two insomnias and the difference between them." So a lot of sleepless nights for different reasons. Take that as it resonates, but it is a fun energy, all right? Here's the thing though. This is where the energy gets really, really tricky. It's highly emotionally charged. All right. It's happening right after the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. The emotions are going to be running high. Emotions of love and passion and desire are going to be running high. But in the height of that emotion, there could be true love, but there also could be true lust. This energy can bring about a lot of karmic partners, a lot of karmic entanglements, and a lot of really sort of obsessive and unhealthy romantic connections. There is a difference between love and lust, and sometimes you get so caught up in the lust you think that it's love, but it's really not. And so the bad part of this energy is that there could be a lot of drama, lies, deception, jealousy, a lot of third-party energy, a lot of competition. And this is an energy that is also really ripe for flings and affairs. And so taking all of that together, the good with the bad, what's going to be really, really important for everyone during this time, during this transit, is to kind of, stay balanced as possible. Again, it's highly emotionally charged. So when emotions are running high, when passion and love and romance and joy are overflowing, it's very, very difficult to stay in that sort of balanced, centered place. And as I'm doing this, I am holding a selenite heart because the energy is very strong. It's a beautiful energy as the plane is flying overhead. It is an energy that's going to be fast moving, okay? Union is going to happen quickly. Connections are going to happen quickly. Communication is going to happen quickly. Things are going to go from 0 to 60 in a very, very fast-paced way. But again, if you are all loved up with your honey during this energy, which is beautiful, you just want to try to maintain as much of a balance and stability in this energy as possible. This is also a time where people are going to get engaged or move in together. If for the singles who are not with someone currently, for those who are already in relationships, are already married, there could be like a renewal of vows. There also could be just that reignition of the spark in the relationship, kind of really just bringing in an overflow of emotions, fertility, abundance, and joy. So for those who are currently in a relationship, this is a highly emotionally charged time, and it's a highly fertile time. If you're not trying to have another child, just be mindful that this energy is very, very ripe and fertile, and it can bring in literally new life. It's the energy of life force and creation. You've got Venus energy, which is the goddess of love and abundance and beauty and sexuality. And you've got Leo energy, which literally is the sun. So it's a life force, it's masculine energy. You've got the feminine and the masculine together. And on the sun card, there is a child. So this could be a time where people definitely get pregnant, conceive. If you're, at an age where you can't do that anymore, you're going to have a lot of fun during this period. But if you still are biologically able, just be aware that that is definitely something that absolutely could manifest during this period of time. All right. So I talked about the good, but let's get into the bad. All right. Here's the thing. Leo, because it represents the sun, because it's masculine energy, Leo's beautiful energy, it's very creative, it's fire energy, but Leo is also the ego. And so this is where the energy gets really tricky. So even if you're in union with your beloved and everything's going well, but people see that you guys are happy and everything's going well, you could have a lot of jealousy, envy, competition, and third-party energy during this time. Again, Leo is the ego. So the lower aspect of the Leo energy is very jealous, could be very, very egoic, very, very arrogant. For those who already are dealing with this type of energy in their life, where people are just very petty, very competitive, it's really, really a time where you want to protect your relationship. I'm not saying don't become Facebook official or go Insta official, but I am saying you don't want to share all the details of your romance, of your relationship online for the world to see. Venus rules Taurus. We've got the Jupiter energy that is still conjuncting with the North Node in Taurus. And Taurus is about what you value. And so if you really value this love, if you value this connection, and I got to cover up the nakedness, but there's going to be a lot of nakedness, okay? if you really value it, you're going to want to protect it. You're going to want to protect it from third-party energy. You're going to want to protect it from competition, and you're going to want to protect it from anybody who is, deceptive, negative, because that energy is going to be very, very, very strong during this period too, especially when Venus goes retrograde in Leo on July 22nd. This is crazy because Venus transits are about 3.5 weeks. This one's going to be 4 months. So it's 4 months of this energy. It's 4 months of drama. Okay. Again, it could be an absolutely beautiful energy. Very passionate, very happy, very creative. So for those who are very creative, the energy that you get during this time for creation and the inspiration that you will get for your creative projects is going to be like unlike any other. It's incredible, this time period. But again, there's a lot of lust, there's a lot of obsession, there's a lot of addiction, and we're in a highly karmic time over the next 5 to 6 months because of Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, which is going to happen during this transit, Neptune retrograde, which is also going to happen during this 4-month transit, and then Venus goes retrograde as well. So it's going to bring up things from the past that need to be dealt with and cleared so that there can be a transformation. So take that as it resonates. If you are currently in a situation where your person is with a third party and that third party ends during this period and the two of you come together, just understand that third party energy has not fully ended. And so that might be a part of your relationship during this period to kind of finally put things to bed, finally put things to a completion point. But it could be very dramatic and very messy, okay? I gotta just put that out there. One of the things that was coming through when I was channeling this energy yesterday, but I was too tired to do the video, was Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer just recently passed away. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. But he, for those of you who don't know, had this ridiculous talk show in the 90s and early 2000s where people would literally be fist fighting on stage, throwing chairs. It got crazy, crazy, crazy. The stories were absolutely, utterly insane. It was toxic AF, but it was highly entertaining, okay? And so that's this energy. It's drama. It's Leo, the lower aspects of Leo. And I love Leo, and I'm a Leo rising. So beautiful aspects of Leo is being happy, shining your light, being positive. But the lower aspects of Leo are ego, drama, arrogance, and really just popping off and trying to start stuff. So just understand that this energy is going to influence people, especially the karmics at this time. So again, it may not even be, and when I say third party energy, it may not even be a past person of yours or a past person of your person's. Could just be people in your environment who are very karmic friends, karmic family members, trying to start stuff, trying to start issues, bringing up the drama. So it's a time where, again, you just really want to stay as balanced as possible, love and celebrate each other and the relationship, but in a quiet way where you're not bringing so much attention to the relationship. You're not posting everything online so that people aren't coming at you. That is very, very important during this time. The other thing too, because it is an energy of, it can be true love or true lust. For some of you, you might attract some karmic partners, okay? And it's really just to kind of test to see if you are actually ready for that higher love, that true union, or if there's still things you need to heal within yourself before you come into that destined partnership. And so how you'll know it's a karmic partner is there might be a lot of love bombing. There's going to be a lot of inconsistent behavior. There's going to be a lot of deception, lies, illusions, and it's just going to be filled with heartbreak and disappointment. Okay. So that's why it's important, because the energy is going to move very, very fast, to not move fast, to always trust your intuition and your instincts. Don't get swept up in the love train, because the love train can easily become the crazy train. All right. When I was channeling this energy, I was hearing that song from Britney Spears, Womanizer. And it's just that one lyric where she's like, I got you're crazy. And I was like, oh Lord, we're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready for this transit, but it is coming. And so just understand that, like, as beautiful and blissful and happy as this transit can be for many of us, it's going to bring in our life partner. It's going to bring in that love that we've always desired and deserved. It's also going to bring up karma and trauma and other things that need to be healed and cleared. Okay, so just pay attention to that. Understand that it's both. Something my guides are always telling me is duality is a simultaneous experience. You've got to take the good with the bad. The good and bad are happening simultaneously. You just might be on one side of the scale. Like, you might be really enjoying life, really in that bliss state, in your flow state, in your empress state, really enjoying things. But the other side of that is always occurring. It's always taking place. And so if you are aware of that, because the energy, again, because it's highly karmic, it's highly dualistic. Both of these cards with the Lovers and the Devil represent duality. You've got the masculine and the feminine and the higher guidance, the higher angels. This is Archangel Raphael. And you've got the masculine and the feminine and the lower guidance. This is, Baphomet. So you've got like both energies, and they're always existing simultaneously. And what's really interesting is both of these are number 6s. So June is going to be a significant time for karma, for balance, for lovers, but for the Devil. If you break down 15, 1 and 5 equals 6. If you've got the Lovers here, 1 and 5 equals 6. And so it's the same energy, but just one is the higher end of the energy and one is the lower end of the energy. And so for those who are single, just be really mindful to not get caught up in the lower end of the energy. Okay. For people who are in relationships, again, this is where this energy could be really, really tricky. There could be like people long past partners coming back out of the woodwork because all the other planets will be in retrograde. You're going to have Saturn in retrograde, which is karma, and it's retrograding in Pisces, which is the moon. So it's like the emotional karma that has not been dealt with at this point. You're going to have Pluto retrograding back into Capricorn during this period, which is death and the devil. And then you're going to have Venus retrograding in Leo. So it could bring up past partners. You guys might be on solid ground, on solid footing right now, but these past partners, this past third party energy could come back to cause a lot of drama, to cause a lot of deception, to cause a lot of illusions. And just, again, always trust your intuition. Do what you can to stay balanced and fortify your relationship. What I mean by that is there's an expression, good fences make good neighbors. And what that means is, like, when you've got good fences up, when you've got barriers up, people can't be lurking and looking in at what you're doing. And so if they don't know how amazing everything is for you, they're not trying to take it for themselves, okay? Or they're not trying to sabotage it in any way. So I'm using that expression for those who are currently in a relationship just to understand during this time period that you just want to maintain healthy boundaries for the external world. Don't let other people, don't let family, don't let friends come into your Four of Wands, because if they do, it's not going to be as balanced and centered, and it's going to become the Five of Wands, okay? For people in relationships too, what's really important during this period as well is just to be really, really truthful and really, really honest about your feelings, about everything that, you need, because that will keep things clear. And so you'll get out of this energy of, you will not be susceptible to the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords energy if you're just like very, very honest, very transparent during this period with your partner, okay? And that's for those who are coming into union too, because many are going to be, especially like June is going to be a significant time for partners to come into union. July is when Venus is going to retrograde in Leo. So July could bring up that third party energy, that karmic energy really, really strongly. And then Venus is out of retrograde. I believe it's on 9/4 is, I think that's when the transit ends. So, again, we've got 4 months of this energy. I don't want to make it sound all bad, because it's not. I mean, literally, it's so beautiful. You've got the Lovers, you've got the Two of Cups, you've got the Four of Wands. Again, for some of you, this is going to be your long-term life partnership. You're going to get married. You guys are going to build a life together. Going to be beautiful and fertile. For some of you, you are going to have another child. This is going to be, your future spouse, and you guys will have a family together. There's going to be an overflow of love, joy, passion. For couples, the passion is definitely going to be ignited during this period. I'm hearing right now, let's get it on. So yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful energy, but it packs a punch, and it comes with other energies that may not be so beautiful. And so to be forewarned is to be forearmed. You don't have to have any of these negative experiences. You can stay clear of all this crap if you're just aware that it's going to be sort of out there and in your face and in the forefront during this time, especially July when Venus goes retrograde. All right, so I've talked long enough. Let's get into the tarot. We're going to do Tarot Grand Luxe. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels. Unconditional love for all of us, singles, in separation, those coming into new partnerships, those rekindling partnerships and coming into union, and those currently honeyed and booed up with their lover, with their beloved. What do you want us to know about this period of time, so we can stay clear of the crazy and just enjoy ourselves? We got the Seven of Coins, but this one for me represents harvest. There is a harvest. There is something manifesting that's going to be beautiful, and it's going to bring in a lot of joy and happiness, because look at her face. She's very happy. She's got her harvest. She's holding her harvest. The work and the efforts. I'm hearing Yara, which is the rune of harvest. So for many of you, you're coming into harvest. You're coming into the fruition of your desires when it comes to love, okay? Four of Wands, that is beautiful. True love, happiness, commitment, recommitment to love, celebration, and just a really, really happy home. A lot of stability when it comes to love. Again, for some of you, this period of time, you will be engaged. Hierophant, oh my God. So yeah, marriage is definitely indicated with these two cards. You got the Four of Wands, you got the Hierophant. And so, just allow yourself to be happy. Union is such a beautiful thing. Flying off. I'm hearing destination wedding, destination honeymoon. It's a big plane. but there is Three of Cups energy. So take this two ways. A lot of time I'm celebrating love, celebrating life, but you also just want to be mindful of third-party energy and third-party interference in this beautiful union that you're going to have. Yeah. Don't let it come into your life with the Hanged Man. Keep a clear perspective. Keep your eyes on the prize of what you desire and what you want, and everything's going to be good. For some of you, if you're feeling stuck because of a third-party situation that feels stuck in your life, hold on a little bit longer. It is going to end. The Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card, all right? But it's also about persevering, not giving up on what you want, continuing to go for the gold, because we've got the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck, which means rebirth, resurrection, and renewal. And that is a specific message for those who are currently dealing with a third-party situation that's kind of blocked or stuck union from coming together. Hold on a little bit longer. You're at the end of the cycle, and there is going to be a beautiful rebirth and resurrection of this connection, all right? Final message, Spirit, of what you want to bring through for all of those. High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner guidance. Your soul is leading you to the person, to the circumstances, to everything that is going to be with you on your higher timeline and justice. Things are coming into balance. As long as you stay balanced, everything will come into balance. And again, marriage is highly indicated in this reading. You've got the Four of Wands, you got the Hierophant, and you've got Justice. So for those who are hoping that they're going to meet their partner, their person, you will be meeting them during this cycle. And things, again, there is this justice, this balancing point in the universe during this time. So it's very blessed time for union. Very, very beautiful time for reunion as well. I'm gonna do final messages from the True Love Oracle. See what wants to come through. That sexuality at the bottom. And so this is going to be a time of, I'm hearing, sexual and spiritual awakening when it comes to love and romance. So just know that there's a lot healing, there's a lot opening up. There's a beautiful energy. What final messages, Spirit, do you want to bring through for the Venus and Leo transit? Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay. Serendipity. So pay attention to those synchronicities. You know, this is an energy of right place, right time. And so just know that if you've been waiting for a long time and you feel like it hasn't happened yet, that Seven of Pentacles specifically in that deck means it's harvest time. Yera is the rune of harvest. And so just know that the universe is conspiring to bring you and your perfect partner together at this time during the Venus and Leo transit, which is over the next 4 months. So we got June 5th through September 4th, okay? Maintain your inner peace, maintain your inner glow. Remember, it's Empress energy because it's Venus energy. So the Empress does not chase, she attracts. And she trusts and she knows that everything is happening in divine timing. And so as long as you are in that surrendered flow state, you're going to come into commitment. You're going to come into the Four of Wands. You're going to have that beautiful union that you desire and you deserve, okay? Bottom of the deck is a silver waterfall, which is all about emotional healing, emotional cleansing, emotional balance. And so for those who are still dealing with heavy emotions during this time, really just allow yourself to purge and release pain from the past, pain from past lovers, pain from past relationships and situationships. And just know that as you heal and release your heart, do a lot of heart healing, do a lot of heart cleansing, and that's when you're going to be at the right place at the right time. Serendipity. to come into a space of inner peace within yourself, inner knowing that your divine partnership, your commitment, your union is here and manifested for you. So I am sending my love to you guys, and it's beautiful energy. Sending my love and wishing everybody true love and true happiness in all areas and aspects of your life. May it be done, and so it is done.